Assalamu alaikum to all of you. I'm Tanzila Idris from class 9 and today I'm going to deliver a very interesting topic, that is force and laws of motion. So let me tell you what is the definition of force. We all know that the push or pull of any object is known as force. But don't you think so? For the higher classes, this definition is very basic, very simple. So let me tell you a very simple definition of force. A force is an effort that changes the state of an object that is at rest or at motion. It can change an object's direction and velocity. Force can also change the shape of an object. Okay? Understood? So this is the definition of force. Now in our book there are two forces, that are balanced force and unbalanced force. Let me take an example to understand you what is balanced force and what is unbalanced force. You suppose that I have a big box, okay, and there are two persons, A person and B person, okay, and they all are from though both the forces are equal, okay. So if person A will exert the force, apply the force on this box, the box will move on this direction. But if the person B will also apply force on the box will move forward. If both the forces are equal and they apply the same force on the box will remain constant. It will remain in rest position. This is known as balanced force. Now I am taking second example of unbalanced force. Suppose that I have a box, okay. Here is very strong person and here is very weak person. I am very strong person, so I will apply my force on the box will move forward. But what will the weak person will do? The weak person will apply all his force in the box, but the box will not move because he is weak person. The two forces are really very different. They are not equal. One force is really very strong and one force is very weak. So there the motion will happen. The body will not be in rest position, and this force will be known as unbalanced force. So moving towards now. Coming to the laws of motion. So first law of motion says that Newton's first law of motion says that if a body is at rest or moving at a constant speed in a straight line, will remain at constant speed or at rest until an external force will act upon that body. And this postulate is known as the law of inertia. You can define inertia as a property or tendency of every object to resist any change in its state of or rest or in uniform force of laws of motion. Understood? I am repeating. Inertia is a property of tendency of every object to resist any change in its state of rest or of uniform force, and law of motion. Now moving towards our next law of motion, that is second law of motion. It says that second law of motion says that the rate of change of momentum of an object is proportional to the applied unbalanced force in the direction of the force. Okay, so if I will define you it very very vastly, it will become a video around 1 or 2 hours. So I'm only telling you some tidbits about the first, second and third law of motion. Now moving forward to third law of motion, it says that for every action in nature there is an equal and opposite reaction. In the other words, if object A exerts the force on the object B, then the object B will also exert an equal and opposite force on the object A. This property, this law is known as third law of motion. Okay, understood? Now our next topic is law of conservation of momentum. So let me tell you what is law of conservation of momentum. Before telling you the law of conservation of momentum, let me tell you what is momentum. So momentum is a property of a moving object that is calculated by multiplying the object mass by its velocity. Okay, this is the definition of momentum. Moving forward, now I was talking about the principle of conservation of momentum. It says that if two objects collide or hit with each other, then the total momentum before and after collision will be the same if there is no external force acting upon the collide. Okay, understood the conservation of momentum? It says that if two objects, I have two objects, they will, if they will collide, I will say one, no, uh, these are two objects. Okay, if they will collide, after collision the momentum before and after the collision will be the same if there is no external force acting upon the collision. Okay, so that's it for today's video. If I will define very vastly about the laws of motion, this video might be about 1 or 2 hours, but I have only tell you some tidbits about it. I hope that you have understood it very much, and Allah Hafiz and take care.